TE Media presents Kaiju Vision Godzillathon. Toe decided to hold a contest to design the story and the monster for this one, kind of like Capcom does with Mega Man. Might explain why this plot's kind of weird compared to the other Godzilla movies. Biollante is created by combining Godzilla's G cells with plant cells and some human cells. Seems like a great idea. What could go wrong? I don't think Biollante is one of the more popular Godzilla kaiju monsters. I think this is a pretty good entry during this era. Definitely way different, more like of a horror-esque human sci-fi story. It's pretty cool. I imagine they didn't use Biollante that much because a puppet, I'm sure, is hard to work with because the thing is huge. Even in the Super Nintendo game, it takes up like the whole screen. Though I wouldn't recommend playing as Biollante in that one. We'll get to that soon. It's pretty much, Biollante is just a plant monster with a bunch of tentacles and Venus flytrap hands and a giant crocodile mouth. Like I said earlier, I think the puppet must have been hard to work with because you don't see Biollante for that long and that much. It doesn't move that much. It like burrows the tentacles under the ground to attack. And she also has spores, which is kind of important for little movies later in this era. She ends up at one part though wrapping Godzilla up, and he uses his radiation pulse to get the tentacles off of him, and it's the first time he used it, so that's kind of cool. They definitely have some really good scenes of him versus the military. This is very well done. They bring out the Super X2, which is always good to see. It's always fun when they make up these like sci-fi weapons to fight Godzilla with rather than just normal tanks and airplanes. This is the first movie not released theatrically. It was released through HBO, but in the 90s, many of the movies would not be released theatrically or even on VHS. They later got DVD releases, but I remember it's like this era, I didn't see many of these as a kid. I remember I had some of the toys and action figures, but I didn't see many of these movies. I'm way more familiar with the Showa era. I'm glad that we can all get them on Blu-rays. They're easily accessible. Biollante was a little bit hard, but they just re-released it. I think Criterion did it, so definitely check it out if you have it. It's a pretty good one. Hopefully when these movies bring back Biollante. The new one apparently is going to have Space Godzilla, and we'll be getting to that soon. So I'll be back with more Godzillathon. Going to be doing the Resident Evil movies too. We do our live stream every Saturday, so come hang out, come check us out. And I'm doing some game reviews, and I'll have them up soon. Looking forward to talk to you guys about more retro games and more movies. I'll see y'all soon. Thor out.